Many thanks for joining. This is our weekly program, Future Africa, and I'm your host, Fantam Balete. Today, I have a very special guest with me, Dr. Milkessa Jagema, Director General of Ethiopian Manufacturing Industry Development Institute. In this episode, we are going to talk about the Institute's role and objectives, as well as Let Ethiopia Produce initiative. Till the end of our program, stay with us. Doctor, thank you for your time and welcome to this program.
Thank you very much.
We are here to discuss the role and objective of your institute and Let Ethiopia Produce initiative. To begin with, what is the role and objectives of Manufacturing Industry Development Institute?
My institute is the new emerging institute, which called Manufacturing Industry Development Institute. Acronymically, it is MEDI. We say that. This institute is organized before 2 years ago, based on the Ethiopian homegrown economy due to the reform undertaken by the Ethiopian government. There are different institutes organized under the Ministry of Industry previously, Textile and Garment Institute, Laser Institute, Food and Beverage Institute, Construction Input and Chemical Institute, Metal and Engineering Institute, and there's a Kaizen Institute. These institutes are already, they have their own peculiar assignment given for each of them, but they are working on manufacturing industry. So the government tried to reform, to bring them to one, to lead them by one brain, one philosophy. So they come to centers currently. Their mission is already changed to work on research and development. It's very important currently to be to develop a competitive industry. We should based on making research and development, training our industries, employees and managers. So currently the objective of this institute is to establish, to support the already established manufacturing industry and the new entrant also by training, by identifying their problem through research and development, collaboration with universities, consultant service. We give a consultant service for manufacturing industry. Also technological transfer. We adapt the technology from benchmarking technology from different countries, also product development. At the end of the day, we work to be competitive, our industry, in export-oriented or also as well as in import substitution. At the end of the day, there is the government design, there is a target. The government, for example, for 10 years plan, we have a 10 years plan at the Ministry of Industry. For example, the gross domestic product or the contribution of the GDP of manufacturing industry should be 17.2%. Currently, it is already around 9-10% GDP contribution. After 9 or 8 years, we should bring this to 17.2%. Also, the market share of the manufacturing industry is very low currently. It is around 13%. We try to develop this by doubling this one, the market share of manufacturing industry. The market share of manufacturing industry should be 16% after 9 or 7 years. Previously, the government is working on export-oriented only. Currently, we balancing that one, export-oriented. We are working on export-oriented also, as well as import substitution, especially to bring the self-reliance. Currently, due to different reasons, countries are trying to develop their own self-reliance strategies. So import substitution is one of the area we intervene. Technological transfer, product development. We are working with different universities. So at the end of the day, we are technically back up the development of the manufacturing industry sectors.
How do you think is your institute contributing to economic development of the country?
Currently, we are under reform. We are shifting the previous attitude, especially the previous institutes are already working on facilitation. They are simply facilitating the land, facilitating the finance for industries. Currently, our institute, the mission or the mandate given for our institute is to bring breakthrough. How we bring a breakthrough? Knowledge-based supporting the manufacturing industry. So we should do what kind of problem, how we mitigate that problem. So we work in research and development, detailed research. Some are took 2 years or 3 years, some are already in 1 year. So we base to work on research and development. Currently, the 6th institute, including the Kaizen Institute, especially working on productivity and the quality, they have their different titles based on problems identifying. We design different titles, proposals. We are already, based on that, we are designing a strategy, we're designing a policy to support them. Another is training, is already capacity building of human capital of the sectors is one of the area we interfering. So this is what we are doing now. It is already contributing. We are reforming ourselves currently.
How are you working to attract foreign investors to the country, and what are you working in collaboration with other countries?
Our institute is accountable to the Ministry of Industry. We are working to support the manufacturing industry. Currently, we are working with different countries, especially the East Asian countries. The Japan government, one of the area we bring quality improvement, especially productivity. The Kaizen Excellence Center, which is established for African. It is the Human Resource Development Center. It is not beyond Ethiopians, it is for East Africans, for Africans. It is already established by the Japan government, by supporting the Japan government and also the Ethiopian government. There is a huge building, a huge human capacity center there. It is the so-called TCAD center. It is already the agreement between the Ethiopian government and the Japan government, which support for the African peoples. Ethiopia is one of the hub or experience sharing, especially the Kaizen Excellence Center. There are many industries, starting from small implementation. You know, the TVT schools, the technical vocational schools, we are connecting with each other. So we benchmark the Japan experience, also the Chinese experience, the East Asian countries, Singapore, especially the Ethiopian Tamil movement. We are currently dealing with it already. The experience is coming from there. How we transform the manufacturing industry, how we change the attitude of the peoples, how we bring collaboration with the stakeholders. So we have a good experience. We collect and the benchmarking and the working us to support our industries.
In your view, what inspired Let Ethiopia Produce initiative, and what are the main goals of this initiative?
Let Ethiopia Produce, or Ethiopia Tamert in Amharic, or Made in Ethiopia, it is already launched before 2 years by our Prime Minister, Dr. Abiy Ahmed. And this initiative is already designed through different dialogues by the government officials and the Ministry of Industry with its management. How to change the problem encountered us. The first problem which encountered the country is the war. There is a war at the northern part. Because of that, different manufacturing industries are already ceased. They are not working because of different problems. Another problem is epidemic, you know, the coronavirus. Because of coronavirus at that time, before around 2019, different industries are minimize their employees and they become shut their industries. So the Ethiopian Tamil movement is bring due to the bottlenecks faced our industries. Not only this, we are already the coordination between different offices, different ministries are in problem. Especially the manufacturing industry, it is a policy. Without the support of the government, the industry cannot develop. So this needs stakeholder engagement, stakeholder coordination. So there are different issues which bring us to design the Ethiopian Timber Movement strategic plan or the 10 years strategic plan. The objective is the way to tackle the problem encountered different companies. We open after we launch this program and starting engagement with different stakeholders. Around 395 companies, small and medium and large companies are opened due to different reasons. Some are due to small land, due to land delivery, due to electricity, without discussion, some electricity, the lack of electricity. Some are already due to foreign currency, due to finance. So we bring the industries with the main stakeholders who solve these problems. Through different dialogues, there are, after launching, after one year, around 395 companies are opened. The war is already become to stopped. Then we try to revitalize that industries. They try to make a production. Small and medium industries, large industries are come to operational. There are different steering committees are already established. Different steering committees. How we bring stakeholders engagement aligned with their objective. There are custom and finance steering committees established, which is led by the Ministry of Industry, Ministry of Finance. Most bankers, and starting from the commercial bank and the private financial institutes are organized under this customs and the finance steering committee. Also, we try to organize infrastructure and the input supply under one umbrella. Regional government who giving the land for industries, the regional and the city administrations come together. They organize under one umbrella by this program. Also, investment commission and the related institutes are organized. There are around 6 steering committees are organized, which is guided by our Prime Minister and followed by the Minister of Industry. So we have a meeting with each steering committee. There are a technical team in each steering committee. We're planning how to solve the problem which encountered different industries from different perspectives. So this is already to revitalize the different companies which is already shut. We try to open them. They are operating now currently. You visit the Ethiopian Timber already last time 2024 expo is already which we can verify what we have done so far.
How do you think has the government shown its commitment to industrialization in the country?
Especially the homegrown economic policy is one of the area the reform of the Ethiopian government bring to our peoples. There are critical focus sectors identified by the homegrown economic policy. Tourism is one of the areas, the potential we have. ICT is one of the area. Also, agriculture is the area which we are working on it. Industry is already one of the priority area which is identified. So, the homegrown economic policy at the beginning is try to support the manufacturing industry. Ethiopia located strategically between the Horn of Africa. It is a hub for development. Our airlines Our geographical location, our climate condition is favorable for investors. Most investors try to come to Ethiopia, especially the foreign direct investment. You know, different industrial parks, the Hawassa Industrial Park, the Bole Lem Industrial Park, the newly established different in Bahar Dar. Different industrial parks are already established. They are come to from China, from India, from East Asian country, from Europe, from America. It is attractive area. So there is investment proclamations, which is attracting the industries, the policies, financial mechanism, especially the finance. The finance we give to the industry is different from other services. So the government try to encourage investors who are operating the manufacturing industry. There are different mechanisms based on tax exemptions are there. Duty free is already given by the government, especially on the manufacturing industry. So currently we are designing, and it is already enacted by the Ministry of Council. The Ethiopia new manufacturing industry policy is currently designed and enacted by the government.
Thank you very much. What national policies and strategies are in place to support this Let Ethiopia Produce initiative?
The Ethiopian Tamert movement is a source of many different strategies and policies. We are starting the movement. Based on that movement, we try to identify the problems. We try to bring different stakeholders together. The first output of the Ethiopian Tamert movement is the newly established, the newly designed Ethiopian manufacturing industry policy. The newly designed and enacted already it is before 3 or 4 months, it is already enacted by the Ministry of Councils. Currently we are implementing that one, the policy, the new manufacturing industry policy. And there are many different strategies come out from there, especially the capacity building strategy. We are trying to identify the skill gap of our manufacturing industry. What kind of employees they have? What kind of operators they have? What kind of skill gap our manufacturing industry they have? We try to identify that one. From the manager itself, the manufacturing industry manager at production level, they don't know how the production is run. We try to identify. It needs different competencies. For example, textile and garment industry needs the textile and the garment engineer who knows the production line, who identifies the problems. So we try to bring this in line to competency. So capacity building is very important. We design not only the industries, ourselves, our employees, they need capacitating themselves to the newly designed policy. This is a capacity building, a huge strategy, starting from the Ministry of Industry up to the regional government. There is a capacity building. Another is already the laser strategy. You know laser. Laser is a huge potential we have, but it encountered in problems. So we try to design a laser strategy, import substitution strategy. Import substitution strategy is a breakthrough to Ethiopians now currently. We are focusing, the previous strategy, the industry strategy is focusing only on export-oriented. So currently we balance them. Export-oriented is very important to bring foreign currency. Import substitution is another pride, another national movement which we should work on it. We should close our Ethiopian clothes. We should promote our products. That's why the Ethiopian Let Ethiopia Produce is a huge campaign, what we have done so far. Currently, the military clothes, it is already, we don't export the military for the police, for the security peoples. It is here in Ethiopia, it is already produced. Food in the beverage, most of the food in the beverages come from East Asia and from Arab countries. Most of them already can work here. We try to substitute different imported products currently. We are working on that one. Student clothes, student shoe. It is possible. Why don't we buy from outside, from export? Why bring why we import it? We should. We develop them by skill. We try to fulfill their skill gap through different training. It is possible to compete. If we done correctly here, we can export also. Currently, the military clothes, we try to export to Djibouti. We try to export to South Sudan. There is an exhibition undertaken before a month. The Ethiopian clothes, the Ethiopian military clothes for Djibouti, for Kenya, for our neighboring countries. After fulfilling our demand, we try to also export to our neighboring countries, also for Africans.
How are the local micro and small enterprises benefiting from this initiative?
Okay. The number I asked, I informed you previously, 395. Most of them are micro and small enterprises. Micro and small enterprises, especially in war region around Tigray, in the some border of Tigray, most of the industries are already closed. We try to engage immediately. They opened. We identify the problem, why they are shut, due to different problem. More than currently, it already add some of them. So SME is a core of manufacturing industry. So it is already a job creation center. It is an innovation center. We have two institutes which is accountable to the Ministry of Industry. One is the Manufacturing Industry Development Institute. Another is the Ethiopian Enterprise Development. It is already focusing on SME. The Ethiopian Enterprise Development Institute is already SME, is a supporting SME, training SMEs. It is already up to Warada and up to regions. There are offices which interlinked with these centers. So the center of manufacturing industry is supporting SME, especially expanding their business. They are the source of large industries. So it is already through finance, lending finance, especially the different donor institutions are supporting the SME through financing, through capacity building. The Ethiopian Tamert Initiative is already currently organizing donor agencies, especially UNIDO, World Bank, GIZ. There are international donor agencies are already working to support this Ethiopian Tamert movement. Especially they are focusing on SMEs and on capacity building for other companies.
Dear viewers, you are watching our weekly program, Future Africa. Till the end of our program, stay connected. Doctor, what do you believe are the opportunities available for local producers due to this initiative?
The import substitution is directly supporting the local producers. Currently, we have an import substitution strategy. We try to identify 96 product types which should be substituted, previously which we bring from outside, 96 products. Some are on leather, some are on textile and the garment, some are on food, the beverage, some are on chemicals. We try to identify in subsectors we should substitute, especially food and the beverages, the potential, a huge potential we have. Some food which we bring from outside, 100% we substitute. So for food, especially they bring from different biscuits, the so-called, which bring from outside, different beverages, juice, why bring from Asian countries. Most juice are already produced here and we can pack them. We try to make a laboratory. We have dedicated laboratory we have in different institutes, standard institutes we have. So we are working together to international standard. Most of the SMEs are already supported by the Ethiopian Tamert. They benefited a lot from this Ethiopian Tamert capacity building. For example, currently the Development Bank of Ethiopia dedicated money for SMEs. Already they are working together with us. There are different trainings. So supporting this MSC is the local government, the local producers. Most of them are the local producers. So they create a job for youngsters. So most of the local producers are supported. Not only that, currently the industrial park previously is already given for the foreign direct investment. Currently the local producers can already enter to the industrial park. Also there is agro-industrial park, Bulbula. Bulbula is the agro-industrial park of Oromia. Yirgalem is in Sidama. There are they are already running there. Most of our local producers are enter to that agro-industrial park and try to link themselves with the farmers. There is already farmer primary commodity which come from farmers, which is integrated with these agro-industrial parks. So this is one of the area our local producers are already using. In each different cities, there are clusters developed by different towns and the cities, clusters. There is a building which is designed for SME development in different clusters. We try to link them to suppliers, so it is benefited a lot, to my view.
Thank you very much. I have taken much of your time. Have you got any final remark before we end this session?
The Ethiopian Tamert movement, what I wanted to say is, it is beyond initiative. It is a movement which brings to us our industrial policy. The Ethiopian clause, very fantastic. Our Prime Minister said last time when we are inaugurating the Expo 2024, our Prime Minister wearing a clothes which is made in Adama, which is best, beautiful, sweet. Most of the Ethiopian clothes, which is already sewing in different industrial parks, are the best which we export. Currently, we design around 96 products. 96 products we can see from our military. Currently, our military, from commanders, from different hierarchies, they're proud with the Ethiopian clothes. They're proud which is working here. We develop time by time. It is already there is maybe a quality problem as a beginning. It is developed through development, training, experience sharing. For example, the Armament textile garment, which is located in Sabata town, currently one of the area which already deliver for our military, which is quality. From last year, this year is already upgraded. So our society should use our product. Proud we should use it. This is what I beg our society.
Dr. Milkessa Jagema, Director General of Ethiopian Manufacturing Industry Development Institute, thank you for your wonderful insights and precious time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dear viewers, this brings us to the end. Thank you for watching and stay connected with other programs of OBN Horn of Africa.